Hi guys, it's Xenia. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is in partnerships with Skylar. That is so crazy for me to say. I loved the brand before they reached out to me, and the fact that they reached out to me and I'm working with them and this video was sponsored by them. Just saying those words right now, I'm like, what is going on? Like, is this real life? I don't know if you guys remember. To all of you OG followers of mine that watch every single one of my videos, a little while back, I think it was like 2 months ago now, I literally don't know. I feel like I have no sense of time anymore because time has been going by so fast. Just a little bit ago, I posted this video right here. By the way, I know my hands are looking real orange. I have fake down on, so anyways. And in case you haven't watched this video, basically a little brief explanation of it. I was showing 2 vanilla-based perfumes. Now, vanilla has to be like one of my top favorite notes of all time. If I could wear only vanilla perfumes for the rest of my life, I honestly would. People love it as well. It's just such a highly complimented note in general. But in that video, I was talking about 2 perfumes in specific. One that I absolutely hated. If you want to go find which one that was, go check the video out. But then the other one that I was talking about was a perfume that I absolutely love, that probably is like one of my all-time favorite scents, easily in like my top 10 perfumes for life. And that perfume is this guy right here. So this is the Skylar Vanilla Sky. If you watch that video, you know how much I talked about this perfume. I could like bathe in like a whole bathtub filled with this scent. I don't think I have smelled anything better in my life. And apparently the Skylar team saw that video and they reached out to me after that video. I could not believe that they were actually reaching out to me because I am such a huge fan of this perfume. And I know that a lot of you guys are. A lot of you guys under the comments of that video were telling me that you bought this after that video and that literally like your life changed. You were getting so many compliments. So I know that it's not just me that feels this intensely about this perfume. The way that I personally found out about this is through Kathleen Lights, because she showed it in a video and she was saying that this is like literally one of the best perfumes ever. But anyways, basically Skylar has actually rebranded their brand. All of their products have basically like a changed new look, and also all of their products used to be eau de toilettes before. Obviously, as you all know, all my perfume lovers out there, an eau de toilette is going to be a lot lighter than an eau de parfum. It doesn't really stay on as much. It doesn't project as much. It's just overall a lot less intense, obviously. We all know this by now. And for those of you that tried this perfume out and you maybe found that it didn't really last on you that much, which I personally never really had a problem with. Even in that video, I'm pretty sure I stated that this lasts on me already. And even though it is an eau de toilette, I feel like I could smell it for a good amount of time. But that was until I tried out their new reformulated eau de parfums. Now they have this scent in an eau de parfum version, which I literally died when I saw, and I was just like, my life is complete now. And they also have some newer scents that they kindly sent over to me, and I'm going to be reviewing them for you guys. I got this package like almost a week ago, and I've just been testing out all of these perfumes, really just making sure to kind of get to know them so that I could give you guys like a real review of all of these. All of these opinions are my own. They did not tell me to like gas up these products or anything like that. These are all my own opinions. So if I like something, I will tell you, and if I don't, I will tell you that as well. For all of those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, and maybe you have never heard of the brand Skylar, I'm going to give you guys a brief little description so you maybe get to know the brand a little bit more. Basically, Skylar is a clean beauty brand. Their fragrances are all hypoallergenic and they're safe for sensitive skin. And I know that a lot of you guys cannot wear perfume because you're allergic to it, and that just breaks my heart. But that's why we need brands like this that make these kinds of perfumes that smell so incredible but are not going to interfere with your health. So for all of you that can't wear perfume, you're allergic to it, your skin can't handle it, definitely try this brand out. They're also cruelty-free, vegan, eco-friendly, and sustainable. I have to show you guys this box because I literally almost fainted when I saw this box, how beautiful it is, just the whole presentation of it. So here's the box. It's in this beautiful light blue color, which is kind of like their brand. Here is the products that they sent me. So they gave me this cute little eye mask, and most importantly, they sent me 3 full size of their perfumes. They also sent me this amazing little discovery set. So in here you get 5 of their fragrances that you can basically try out, test out, and see which one you would want to get in full size. And they're also pretty generous samples, so I feel like you could really get a lot of use out of these. And speaking of this little set, if you click on the link in the description, which is going to be right here, it's skylar.com/Ksenia. So once you click on that link in my description box, you'll be redirected to their website, and once you buy one of their full size perfumes, you will automatically get a free discovery set with your purchase, which I think is amazing because you get to try so many of their perfumes on top of whichever one you buy, and this has a $25 value and you're getting it for free. Alright, so with all that being said, we can finally get into this video. So of course I have to open this video up with the one and only, the brand new and improved Vanilla Sky. So this is the brand new packaging, and in the back of this packaging you have a little bit like of a description of the actual fragrance. You get the fragrance notes in the back as well, and what I think is really unique and really kind of innovative and cool about this, there's a little section in the back where it says layers well with, so it kind of gives you like a little idea of just other scents that you could pair up with Vanilla Sky that would also smell amazing. Maybe you want to change up the scent a little bit and you don't really know what would pair up with it really well, so they kind of make your life easier by giving you some examples. This is what the perfume looks like. Obviously big change to the old packaging. This one is now in just like a square bottle, and I love the back. It just has like this little cloud. It looks super just clean. The cap is kind of like this sort of marble color, and as far as the smell, obviously these don't really have like a huge difference because the fragrance notes are basically the same. Vanilla Sky has top notes of bergamot zest, sweet orange, and cappuccino. There's middle notes of pure vanilla, jasmine, grandiflorum, cinnamon bark, and base notes of caramelized cedar, sheer amber, and sandalwood. This scent just puts me in the best mood. If you are looking for like the perfect fall scent that you could wear on a fall day, a fall night, a cold fall day, a warm fall day, whatever, would get this perfume. For a fall perfume, like a sweeter perfume, this weirdly enough also works in the warmer weather. Like I wear this all the time where I live. You guys all know I talk about it all the time. It is like 100 degrees here every single day, and I don't care. I wear it and it just smells amazing in all sorts of weather. And I did not think that this could get better, but this has done it. Not because of the scent, because the scent is the exact same. The only difference is the fact that this is an eau de parfum. It has a big difference in longevity. When I tested this out for the first time, I basically kind of sprayed these like half of my body, and I sprayed this one on one side and I sprayed this one on the other side, and I kind of just wanted to know which one would kind of last longer, and of course this did win. I feel like another reason why I'm so surprised that it is so long lasting is the fact that it is a clean brand. They use organic products, and normally, as bad as this is to say, the cleaner perfumes don't really last as much. Like there's not as many like chemicals and preservatives and things to really like hype it up and make it really intense. I have other perfumes in my collection that are kind of known to be more like organic and more clean perfumes, and I don't find any of them to last on me for more than like 2 hours. And when I wore this, it lasted me for 6+ hours. I could still smell this on my skin. It's not like a super insanely projecting kind of perfume. It kind of is in the beginning. Just every time I spray this, it's just on another level. Like this is so good. It does project pretty well like in the beginning when you first spray it, but then it turns into like this intimate sort of scent, and oh my gosh, when you kind of walk around, or if your hair is down, you flip your hair, you put it up, and just like the whiff, if anybody is like close to you, they'll get this like whiff of this vanilla sugary sweetness. A really prominent note in this perfume is cappuccino. I'm kind of weary of coffee notes in perfumes because I hate bitter coffee, and there's a lot of coffee scented perfumes that I have and that I've smelled where I'm just like, whoa, the coffee in here is just doing too much. And in this one, it is so subtle and light, but it's giving it more sweetness. This is not a bitter coffee sort of a scent. This one is cappuccino, like super creamy, rich, very like indulgent, delicious gourmand perfume basically. And I just feel like for all of those vanilla lovers out there, this needs to be like, I mean, I said it when I showed this for the first time in that video, that if you are a vanilla lover and you don't own this, you gotta get on it. But get on this one now, because this one lasts longer. It's basically the exact same scent. It's just reformulated to last a lot longer. The way that they have described this scent in the back, it says that it's a comforting feeling of cozying up with a good book, comes in a sensual gourmand scent, go through the whole day as if you just walked out of your favorite cafe. That's basically kind of how I described the original in my first video that I did with it. Kind of just smells like you're like studying, doing work in like this really cozy coffee shop that has these like twinkly lights. Maybe it's like raining outside, the coffee shop is like a little dimly lit, and it's just like this cozy vibe. It's so rich, it's so creamy, it's very, very warm, very inviting. All I can say about this is that if you love vanilla, you need this. Like the compliments also that you will be getting with this fragrance, honestly, I don't think that there is a single person in the world that cannot like this. Even if you don't love vanilla, I've mentioned my mom in many of my videos. She doesn't like any sweet perfumes, and when I have this on, she's like, you smell really good. Normally, if I'm wearing like a really heavy sweet perfume, she'll literally ask me like go and take a shower because she can't be around me. Like she will get a headache. And she has never said that about this perfume. Contrary, she has said the opposite. When I wear this around my fiance, he goes insane. Men are just known to love vanilla. There's actually been a study on vanilla that when like a woman wears vanilla, men are like really attracted to her, something like that. I read this like a long time ago. If you love vanilla, you need Vanilla Sky. And before I get to the other perfume, to those of you that told me that you bought it and literally has become like your favorite scent of all time and you love candles, they have a candle on their website. So if you love how you smell and you want like your room to smell that way, honey, you can do that. By the way, all of these perfumes come in a 1.7 fluid ounce. That is the biggest size that you can get, and that retails for $85, which I feel like is really average priced and reasonable, especially for a clean beauty brand, because you're getting a lot of really good quality along with the really good fragrance. But if you don't want to go for the full size, you can also get a roller ball to kind of maybe test out the fragrance, and that retails for $29. But if you are looking to buy one of these fragrances in full size, use that link in the description, click on it, and it'll automatically apply a discovery set for you with 5 fragrances, which I feel like is a better deal because you're getting the full size perfume and you're getting mini sizes of 5 perfumes that you can try out. So I just feel like that's a lot better value for your money. Next perfume that I also fell in love with, this is Pink Canyon. Ooh, so Pink Canyon is described as a citrus, salty, and woody perfume. Another category of perfumes that I love, apart from sweet vanillas, which obviously we all know I love, I also love woody scents. There's something about woody scents that I think is really sexy and just really, really good, really unique. It depends on the type of woody scent, obviously, and what kind of other notes it's mixed with, but normally I really, really love woody, citrusy scents. I just feel like the combination of the two is like chef's kiss. Pink Canyon has top notes of dewy lemon, grapefruit, sage leaves, middle notes of magnolia, lily of the valley, and tiare petals, and base notes of sheer amber, pink salt, cedar, and musk. Guys, the smell of this, I had my fiance with me when I was opening these for the first time and testing them out, and I sprayed this in the air and he was like, wow. I feel like out of all of them, this is the sexiest of the perfumes in my opinion. Something that you could wear on like a date night. Very, very clean smelling, but in the most amazing, most expensive, luxurious way possible. This reminds me of like you're on vacation as like a young person and like you look around at somebody that's like older than you that you admire. Like let's say my parents and I would go on vacation and I would see this girl and be like, wow, she's so pretty, I love her outfit. And I feel like those girls also smell really good, and I feel like this is a perfume that as a younger person you smell like an older woman that you think is so pretty and you like aspire to be like. I know that that is so descriptive, but I'm not even joking. That is what came to my mind when I first smelled this perfume. This smells like a hot girl that you like envy and you're like, wow, like I want to be her. There's also a unisex element to this one. I feel like if you're not into like a super feminine fragrance and you need a little bit of like a masculine sexy feel to it to give it like a little bit of an edge, this is your fragrance. And it smells so expensive. This reminds me of a scent that like Joe Malone would come out with, or I don't know, some other designer. This is just so good. I'm not even joking. There is like a bitter element to this a little bit, I guess, coming from that grapefruit, but like in the best way possible. I'm not a fan of like bitter smells. Like, I don't know who is, but the way that it's done in here is just so good. This is so crisp. I'm gonna read you guys the description that they have on the back of this. So it says, the sun dips low under watercolor clouds, bathing the hills in a wash of unexpected brilliance, a scent to enjoy the unforgettable feeling of a gentle sunset anytime you wish. So basically they're describing this as smelling like a sunset. And you know what? Like, I get it. This has incredible reviews. People are really, really loving on this perfume. Even if you look at those notes and you're thinking like, those aren't really notes that I like, try this out. I promise you, if you love a more woody scent, if you like a scent that has a little bit of an edge to it but is still very wearable, I think this is such a crowd pleaser, but in the least generic way possible. This is not floral, but yet it smells very feminine. This doesn't have like a loud per se projection. It lasts a long time, and that's what I found with all of these. I think that they all last on me for a good while, like at least 5 to 6 hours, which is what I consider in my book a good performing perfume. This is a scent that like my mom would kill me for. I haven't yet sprayed this around my mom, and I haven't showed this to my mom. I didn't want to show this to her purposefully because I know that when she smells it, she's gonna be like, you need to give this perfume to me, because this is just like right up her alley, but also right up mine. It's light, but it's clean in the best way possible. You guys know how I feel about clean fragrances. That's a no for me, but this is a type of clean where it's citrusy and woody and has character to it. It's not boring. And when I wore this, I received so many compliments. I went out shopping and I was getting stopped like, whoa, like you smell really good. If you want a compliment getter type of scent, you want to be stopped and asked what you're wearing. You just want to smell clean, sophisticated, expensive. This is your girl. I feel like I can continuously like smell it in the air. It's like soft, but I keep on like getting whiffs of it, and I'm like so in love with it. I'm in like this scent bubble right here, and I don't want to move because I smell like everything smells so good right here. Like, all right, the last scent that they gave me, I'm very excited for this one, and this is for all of you that love a more tropical scent, but not necessarily coconut. If you love tropical, beachy type of smells, this is like a going on a vacation type smell, but you don't love that like coconut or sunscreen smell. Most people, when they think about a tropical perfume, you think of like a coconut perfume, and I just feel like that's so overdone and so boring that nobody wants that anymore. And this is exactly the type of perfume you go and bring with you on vacation, and you're just like looking and feeling like a goddess, but you're not smelling like coconut, and you're not smelling like every other girl that is on that vacation. So this one is called Isle Escape. That is such a fitting name to this. Isle Escape has top notes of bergamot, orange mist, fresh quince, middle notes of cardamom, peony caress, ginger root, and base notes of sandalwood, subtle musk, and golden amber. So you can already expect this to be a woody, citrusy type of smell, which is kind of similar to this a little bit because this one has that grapefruit and cedar, so it is again like that citrusy, woody scent. But this one is way different because this is giving you tropical beachy vibes, but not in a way where it can only be worn during the summer. I feel like you can wear this all year round because it's not like if you smell a coconut scent, you're like, wow, this smells like summer. Like you wouldn't really wear a coconut scent in the wintertime, like fish out of water type of thing. But this one smells very vacation-like, but that you can wear all year round. Isle Escape is a beachy, dewy, and fresh fragrance. The way that they have described this perfume is, sometimes all you need is a day at the beach to feel completely rejuvenated. Live the dream of a seaside vacation every time you indulge in the scent. And that's really what you get when you smell this. I feel like I always say to people that one of the biggest reasons why I love perfumes is just the memories that they give me and their ability to literally like transport you to like a different time in your head, or a really happy memory or a really sad memory. And I feel like whenever I smell this, I think of a vacation. So here's what Isle Escape looks like in the bottle. I love how they all kind of correspond with like their names. They just look so clean and like put together and just so aesthetically pleasing to just be put on your vanity. It's so weird because it smells like the beach. It smells like the air, like when you're at the beach, that like beachy airiness, especially like if I go to the beach during like a sunset, or I go like after sunset or something. It's like the smell in the air of just like crisp, salty air is almost like the smell that like inspires you, and when you're there, you're like looking over the ocean and you're just like, wow, like the world is huge, and like you have this giant body of water in front of you and everything there is like unknown, and it almost kind of like inspires you, and it almost makes you feel very small in a good way, so insignificant. This is another one. I feel like all of these are, but like in different ways, scents that just will get you compliments. They're all compliment magnets. I think this one, out of all the ones that I sprayed when I first opened this box, and I sprayed them in front of my fiance, I think this was his favorite. Like as soon as I sprayed this, he was like, wow, like that smells so incredible. This literally smells like the beach. I just don't know how they do this. It's so amazing to me how they do this. Like they have captured the scent of beach like in a bottle. This is the closest scent that I've ever gotten to like being at the beach without getting any sort of coconut or sunscreen vibes. Like this just smells like beach air. I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's a very soft, intimate fragrance. It doesn't really project, but let's say you are at the beach and you're wearing this fragrance. When like the wind kind of blows over your hair, you're gonna get this like whiff, and you're gonna constantly be smelling it, but in more of like an intimate sort of way. There is a sweet element to this, very, 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 very small, because it's not a sweet scent by any means. It's more so like crisp and very beachy and airy. Like one of the scents that they say that it layers well with is Vanilla Sky, which I have right here. And when I was trying these out on one of the days that I tried them out, I actually mixed the two because I saw in the back of this that it said that they layer well. And do they layer well? Yeah, they do. They smell so incredible together. It just kind of tones down Vanilla Sky a little bit more and makes it a little bit more, I don't know, airy. It just gives this like salty element to it. It almost turns into like a sweet and salty type of smell, you know? A lot of the times when I spray my other perfumes, and I go ham when I spray perfume, like I like to spray down my body, and I will literally like be coughing and wheezing at the end of it because it's so much like alcohol and just so many chemicals that it'll like almost get you sick. But it never does that to me. Like I can spray as many sprays of this as possible. And also I've been getting allergies lately, which is really bothering me, and I don't know where they're coming from. But for like the past month, I've been going on these like allergy attacks. Like they've been literally happening to me like every 2 weeks, and I don't know why. I actually went to the doctor, and I actually have a thyroid problem. I have Hashimoto's disease, which is amazing, but they told me that it could be because of the fall weather. All that to say, I've been getting super stuffy, and I've just been really like a lot more sensitive to scents lately, especially within the past month or two. And it's so crazy because every time I go and wear like my normal perfumes, I will get this like sensation, like when you go and smell pepper, for example, and it like give you the sensation of like wanting to sneeze, like just really tingly nose type of feeling, and it just makes me congested, and I hate it. It doesn't really last that long, which I'm really glad about, because I would hate to be allergic to my perfumes are like my biggest passion of life. But literally these perfumes could not have come in a better time, because every time I wear these, and honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, these are like some of the only fragrances that I have been wearing ever since I got them. I've barely been using any of my other ones, not only because I've been testing them, but also because they have not been interfering with my allergies, which I think is amazing. So I feel like especially in this time right now where my nose for some reason is just really sensitive to smells, I've only been using these, and I've been loving to smell good and delicious, but also know that I'm not like compromising my health. Now, as far as the Discovery set, you do get Pink Canyon, Vanilla Sky, and Isle Escape in these, which is 3 of the scents that I just mentioned. But there's also 2 perfumes in here that I have not smelled that I'm going to review on here in case you guys want to know what these ones smell like. So there is Salt Air. Salt Air is a lot more clean and crisp than Isle Escape. It has like more of like a laundry sort of smell to it. It's a lot more clean, and this has top notes of Italian bergamot, sea salt, and seaweed, which I think is super interesting. Middle notes of cotton blossom, water lily, cyclamen, and base notes of driftwood, vanilla, and musk. So obviously there's like that cotton blossom in here, so it gives it more of like a clean, fresh, like laundry type of smell. Normally I don't love those scents, but there's something really like nice in here and very unique about it, because it has like that beachy element in here, so it's not letting these be like a super boring like laundry scent, because it's not. It's very, very beachy, but again, not coconut. So I don't know how they do these. I feel like it's so hard to do a beachy scent without it smelling like sunscreen. And on their website, it says that it's the smell of endless summers and breezy days, the ones that flood your senses with serenity anytime you come within a mile of the ocean. Salt air is the scent of a perfect seascape with grounding driftwood and green seaweed mingling with the minerals of sea salt and warm sand, while light floral notes of water lily float on top. Bring the healing powers of the sea with you everywhere you go. Oh my god. This is like a surfer girl, what I imagine a surfer girl to smell like, because it's not like girly girl, but there is a feminine touch to it in here as well, but there is also like a masculine, more so adventurous sort of scent to it. So the other one is Capri Summer. So Capri Summer has top notes of grapefruit, blood orange, and bergamot, has middle notes of neroli, muguet, and dewy rose, and base notes of teakwood, sheer vetiver, and crystal musk. Go ahead and smell it. This is so beautiful as well. It definitely smells like the summer, but not so much in a beachy way. There is a beachy element to it as well, but it's more so like just smells like the season of summer, not necessarily like specifically the beach like the other two fragrances that I showed you. It opens up with those very citrus notes in the beginning, but it does kind of settle down to more of a woody, like that teakwood, the sheer vetiver, the crystal musk. It's giving it more of, I don't know, a very sexy feel to it, to be honest. And there is like a subtle sweetness to it as well. It's really, really pretty. This is so pretty. And this is actually described as an afternoon walk through a sun-soaked citrus dream. Warm sun, epic coastline, and lots of sweet, zesty citrus fruits. Capri Summer inspires images of the height of the warmest season. Bergamot, grapefruit, and blood orange find their sun-soaked place among grounding teakwood, delicate dewy rose, and uplifting neroli. Each spritz is like a double shot of vitamin C and D, invigorating, inspiring, and life-giving. Definitely a very uplifting scent, something that will just put you in the summer mood. And it is citrusy, but it's also like the sweetest of the citrusy scents that I just showed you guys. Alright, so now I'm going to rank these perfumes, and as hard as this is gonna be, and this may shock some of you, my favorite of all the ones, so I tried 5 perfumes in this video basically, and I know what a lot of you guys may expect to be my favorite, but my favorite since trying this new perfume out has changed. My number one favorite that I would rank first would be Pink Canyon. I know that that is crazy because I am so in love with Vanilla Sky, but this just took the cake. Like, this is so good. It completely blew me away. My second would be Vanilla Sky. My third favorite would be Isle Escape. My fourth would be Capri Summer. And I have no idea where my little Salt Air just went. I think it might have fallen on the floor. But my last one would be Salt Air, just because it's the least out there out of all of them. Like, it's not as projecting, it's not as strong of a fragrance that I prefer in my fragrances to be. It's a lot more softer, so if that's up your speed, then you can go with that one. But personally, yeah, this just takes all the cake. Pink Canyon, if I had to recommend, honestly, it's kind of a tie. If I had to recommend, like, if you could just get one, and I know that a lot of you guys tell me that you have the same exact scent taste as me, so based off of that, if you guys were to get only one from this video, I would say get Pink Canyon. But if you love sweet scents and you love vanilla, then get Vanilla Sky. So it's like a tie between these two, but my personal favorite has jumped to this one, which is so crazy considering how much I love this perfume. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know which of these fragrances, if you have picked up any of their new rebranded perfumes, let me know which ones you have picked up, or if this video has inspired you to get a couple of these fragrances. Honestly, I think Pink Canyon will go into my top 10 perfumes of all time. I cannot stop smelling. Like, after I was done testing these, I could not put this one down specifically. Like, every time I would go somewhere or something and I needed to put something on, it was this one. And this is like also very much date night, but at the same time, very much every day. I want to keep this scent forever, and you better believe once I run out of it, I will be getting a backup. Let me know which one of these scents interested you guys the most. Which one you would think you would pick up out of these. I want to say a huge thank you for Skylar for reaching out to me and partnering with me for this video. But that is it for today. Please subscribe to my channel and turn your post notifications on so that you're notified the next time that I upload. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!